On our left over there, you'll see a bunch of birds hanging out in the corner over there. They're called Rheas. Females do not have the antlers. And all the way on the left, you'll see our bison. Now we have 40 adult bison and we have 14 babies. You can see the baby ones over there, a little cinnamon in color. Now the bison, they have horns, not antlers. And the difference between a horn and an antler is that an antler falls off every year and regrows again. They have on their back, they do shear them and they make cloth and other material out of them. They also use them as little beasts of burdens. They can pull around little carts down there. You can put a pack on their back. They can carry up to 100 pounds in a pack. And again, they're very friendly and a lot of people, like I said, they have pets down there in South America here. You can tell he's a male because he's got that dark black ring around the bottom of his neck. Also up ahead here on the right, you'll see a white rhea. They are very rare. We actually have 2 of them in the park. We're very, very lucky. They have baby blue eyes. They're very pretty when you see them up close. These elephants here were all born in the wild. They were brought here when they're a couple of years old. They've been here ever since we opened in 1974. If you've ever been here before, you're looking at the same elephant. With the African elephants, both the males and the females have ivory tusks.
Mire la avestruz, esa es la que se acerca.
Our rhinos over there on the right. Looks like they just came out of a mud hole. These are all female rhinos out here. We do have a couple males, but they're not allowed down here with the cars. They're a little too aggressive. These are called white rhinos. They are the largest of all the rhino breeds. In Africa, they're called wide-lipped rhinos. Somehow when the British translated their name from the African language to the English language, they come up with the word white instead of wide. In Africa, they are called wide-lipped or square-lipped rhinos, and here in the United States, they're called white. You see that big hump on their shoulder there? That lets them lift their head up and down all day long. But they are bottom grazers only. They don't eat bushes or shrubs. All they eat is grass. And the horns on their head there are made of hair, just like the hair on top of our head. Here's where he lands on our right. Also standing up underneath the tree up ahead on the right, you'll see what's called, he lifts his water buck. And if you look at the back end of them, you'll see nature played a real dirty. Also, the little guys over there on the right with the brown necks, the white guys, they're called Dama gazelles. They're critically endangered in the wild. There's only a couple hundred of them left. There's also a wildebeest on the right here. He's got a white tail. It's called the white-tailed gnu. It's a very rare wildebeest. The only reason he is in this section here is because he doesn't get along with the male that's in the herd up ahead. So we're going to see some more of those a little later in the trip. We have 2 types of wildebeest in the park. We have that one there with the white tail. You know we like that.
To your right, to your left, to your left.
Get a good look at him now, right?
Oh shit!
Look at this one here on the left. You'll see where the fuzz is falling off. You see the black stripes real good. But they are one breed of horse that cannot be ridden or domesticated. They are just too wild. Here's a couple youngsters on our left here. There's a wildebeest on our left here walking around with the zebras. You can see him, he's gray, he's got a white beard, he's called the white-bearded gnu, and those are the very common wildebeest right there. There's over 1.5 million of them. There's more of them in the world than any other 4-legged mammal. Here on our left you'll see some mute swans. That's these white swans here. They are from Britain. They're 2 years old. we get to Australia, I will introduce you to their mom and dad. But you'll see the zebra over here on the right. There's no two zebras with the same stripe pattern. Just like there's no two giraffes with the same spot pattern. They're just like fingerprints to them. Yeah. If you check out this ostrich's feet, you'll see those two toes I was telling you about. Those huge eyes that he's got. Starvation is the #1 cause of death of a lion cub in the wild. Mom and dad do not save them any food. Here they don't have to worry about it, because here they just get fed every day prime beef from a local butcher. 10 pounds a day for each and every one of those lions. They've been locked up in the barn their whole life so far. There he goes up the tree, see him? And he will go all the way to the tippity top. Whatever if he wanted to. I think now they're just the first rainstorm they've ever encountered, so I guess they're having fun out there. Pretty cute, aren't they? As I said, Teddy Roosevelt refused to kill them because they were so cute. He brought them back to the States and put them in a zoo, and then a toy manufacturer came along and made a stuffed animal look just like it. The green stuff on the top of the water there is a plant called parrot's foot. It's a very small plant. It's about the size of a pencil eraser. But it grows really fast, and when it just gets all together, and it actually covers the entire top of the pond. It's in all of our stagnant ponds. You can kind of tell last year's babies because their beak is still kind of yellow. It's not really a bright orange yet. See through all this rain here. Here's the other baby from last year. There were 3 of them. These mute swans, once they mate for life. They live about 5 to 7 years, and they stay together that entire time. Right over there on the right, he's an Algebra tortoise. He's about 70 or 80 years old. Over by that 250 years old. He's still just a youngster. You see one? Oh, okay, there you go. It's really unusual for them to be anywhere out here. They find the smallest little holes and hide. There's Wilma, our other. You can see he doesn't mind the rain one little bit. Tigers love the water. They love to swim. They're not usually in this pen over here, but their barn is under construction right now, so they have all the cats. These Siberian cats are much larger than the tigers that we saw earlier. They can eat up to 70 pounds of meat in one meal in India. And on our right over here, you'll see our oudads, which are wild sheep from Africa. Unlike our sheep, they only have wool on their chest and front legs. They are on the endangered species list, and last year we got 1 male and 3 females, and all 3 females had a baby this year. So we got their numbers going up. And over here on the left, behind this little fence here, is going to be our baboons. These baboons are considered monkeys because they do have tails. Which means they run 60 miles an hour. If they got horns, they're males. They're too young to mate. If not, they're females and youngsters. But they can run 60 miles an hour, and they can do that for 10 miles without having to stop. Really high endurance. We're going to conclude our wild safari tour.